In this video, what I want to do is discuss the issue that I have with the book that I've written. I'm especially curious to hear from those of you who bought my book, Tax Freeze: How to File and Win Property Tax Appeals in Georgia. This is a dilemma I'm having. For the longest time, I wanted to write this book because I needed to get it out of my system. There was just no guide that I could ever find written by anybody about how to file tax appeals. You always got pieces of information, scraps of information, very informal. It was always something that you always muddled your way through. And there are a number of people who have learned how to do tax appeals. They try to service others and represent others and things along those lines. That has never been my interest. My interest has always been educating people, making sure that people understand how things work. One of the best ways that I thought I could help was to make a few YouTube videos, which has grown. And I'm happy to report that my early videos had enough interest where I had to create a dedicated YouTube channel, Tax Freeze Command, which is where this video sits. So there are some free videos. I also wrote a book, but this is the problem I'm having. The problem I'm having is now that the book is out, I'm actually getting a lot more feedback and I'm getting a lot more questions. People are watching my videos and they are leaving comments and they're bringing up issues that I never foresaw. And so what ends up happening is I wish I could include it in the book. Even if I update the book once a year, what ends up happening is there's going to be too many versions of my book. So what am I supposed to do? Do I update my book once a year and then people who own my book have them buy the updated versions each and every year? Which I could do, but it creates a lot of confusion. Am I going to have a first, second, third, fourth, fifth editions of my book? Or do I have an alternative platform where I can update my existing customers? And so that's a dilemma I face. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing is actually discontinuing my book, which I think will upset a certain amount of people. I haven't made any hard decisions. I want to hear your take on this, what your suggestions are. But if I discontinue the book, I think it removes an important resource, an affordable resource for others. However, the problem I run into is that I don't like obsolete products. I don't like promoting a book that doesn't have the best information. And the best information can never be in a book because it continues to get outdated. What I'm kind of thinking, and I would love your feedback in the comments below, is that perhaps I will still maintain the book, but it will never have the most current information. I'm going to have to spell it out in the very beginning that it will never be the most current information. It will technically be correct, but it won't have the best information, only because I continue to get new questions, new scenarios, and then I think to myself, gee, that's a very good insight. I would love to include it, but it can't happen in a book. It just can't happen, especially print books. What I'm thinking about doing is promoting a course, a tax appeal course that will always have the latest information so that customers, when they buy the course, they will have the latest and best information. And not only that, my information doesn't always have to be in print format. Let's say that something new comes up. Do I actually have to write like a whole new paragraph or whole section? Do I have to write several paragraphs? Or can I make a short video which informs existing customers of a particular piece of news or the latest technique or latest insight? That's kind of what I'm thinking. My thinking is that I don't want it to be entirely reliant on print because sometimes I think that having a video is more helpful than writing something formal. But again, I want to hear from you. I get a lot of feedback and I get a lot of questions. How do I get the information to existing customers? What is the best way? The book is not the best way. It has to be some other interactive format is what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments below what you think.